between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side, hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Here's Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They're down to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check, smash.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, smash Bronco!
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. Wilson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Love going to give this one to Jones. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On the set. Field blue.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Ready.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. And would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 22, Wilson on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Wilson to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Mike Gesicki. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Down. Fight 60.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Finds his receiver, Watson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 45 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down, Love to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. so he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal?
Yummy.
In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Trouble 38. Ultra.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Smash.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Ready.
On 4th down, Love. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They begin the drive with Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Go.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Off the play fake, Love. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
On the double.
Play action this time with Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Running right, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run here with Singletary. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devin Singletary, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. To throw again is Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 7. To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready?
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Set, hut. Steal. Check, steal. Black one. Set, hut. Hut, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Now, Green, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Sit down with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready.